Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode here on the Iron Man profile. Today we talk about the elephant in the room. The update has rolled. The update we've all been fearing, it's now come to fruition, and we're going to be talking about basically what the future of the garden looks like. I feel like this definitely changes how the update's going to be played, and we're going to take a look at some new designs that are kind of coming to fruition, as well as making some progress and finally completing this Crappie armor set. Starting the grind towards squash armor. Should be a lot of fun. If you guys are excited for today's episode of more garden content, don't forget to go and leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. Without further ado though, let's jump right into this one. Super quickly though, if you do find yourself checking out in the Hypixel store, whether you're buying some Skyblock gems, a rank, or anything else in between, don't forget to go and use my creator code Zach for an extra 5% off your purchase. It does stack with any ongoing sales, and it's a great way to support myself and the channel. So I do greatly appreciate everyone who does use my code. You guys are amazing. And yeah, without further ado though, let's jump right into this one. We start off today's episode on a little bit of a sad note. The new build height, rest in peace to the mega farm, it has rolled. It is now here. You can't build higher than this. I'll even show you. Here's my hay bale. You can't go above the frame of the plots by the looks of things. And yeah, so that basically makes this whole farm completely useless. And in fact, I even broke a couple blocks to see while holding up my wheat hoe. Replenish didn't work. I can't plant, which is tragic. So I'll even break one more. Replenish doesn't work. Very sad indeed. So the only thing that's usable on these is the bottom 3 layers. And I tested. They aren't infinite before anyone comments. Honestly, I don't have problems with the change. My main problem is just the fact that this was on alpha for 3 months. And then the update was out for a week like this. And they saw everyone building mega farms. And then changed it, right? Like, I feel like so many people finished building it and then they changed it, so it's a little bit tragic in that sense. I'm excited to see what people come up with though as the new farm design. I guess I'll be doing those, but so far I've just been farming the plots, back on the plots. And what is nice though is before the change actually rolled out around midday today, I was farming wheat for like multiple hours this morning, working towards getting all the boxes of seeds I need for my Crappie leggings. And you won't believe it, I got really close. I got my hands on 5 boxes of seeds right here. And then I went ahead and hopped into my 2 plots I got of regular wheat here. A lot more attention needed for these, but was able to get enough seeds to actually go ahead and finally craft this last piece of Crappie armor, which is super exciting. So let's go ahead and craft our sixth box of seeds. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and put the rest of our seeds away. And honestly, I can't remember what I need for this. So let's go ahead and grab out 20 crappies. I know I need those. Beautiful. I think I need 30 enchanted golden carrots. Let's go ahead and grab out those as well. And then it's a tightly tied hay bale, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go ahead and take that out as well. It should just be like so. We're going to go ahead and make a tightly tied hay bale. Beautiful. This time I actually meant to make one, unlike the first 2 I crafted after the garden update. Let's go ahead and take a look at the craft though. Yeah, the crappies, tightly tied hay bale, leggings, box of seeds. Okay, perfect. I think I got it. Let's go ahead and take our boxes. Let's go ahead and take our boxes of seeds. Our crappies up top like so. Tightly tied hay. I don't have the leggings. Okay, take 2. Boxes of seeds, tightly tied hay bale, our crappies along the top, melon leggings, and then our 30 enchanted golden carrots. Crappie leggings. There we go. Beautiful. Finally, an upgrade. In terms of base stats, farming fortune goes from plus 20 to plus 25. Huge plus 5. But per piece you're wearing now, this is actually really interesting. I hope they update the text on the tiered bonus because it doesn't really make too much sense. But grants 15 farming fortune, it says. However, each piece of the armor set that you're wearing in the same tree, for example, when I was wearing melon leggings, the buff wasn't working. Right now I'm getting plus 15 farming fortune. I think that's for the 2 pieces in total. Now if I go and put on the leggings, I'm getting plus 30 farming fortune. Is that per piece? There's no way, right? 694 to that, 734. Hold up, it might be per piece. And then if I put on the boots, 45 farming fortune. 713, 734. Okay, it's not per piece, I don't think. Please, someone let me know. But an extra 30 farming fortune I will happily take. Definitely makes the set a lot better than it was before. I think it was needed. But yeah, with the Rancher boots, we're looking pretty clean. We got the whole Crappie set. And actually, we're going to go ahead and warp over to the museum right away because I want my Skyblock XP. Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and take off these pieces. Go to armors. There we go. Crappie armor. We have that donated now. We still need squash, fermento, and this weird rabbit looking one. So let's go ahead and claim that. We got our Skyblock XP. Thank you very much. That's really all I'm doing it for, it feels like. But we can go ahead and rock this, and now the grind fully begins for Squash Armor. I mean, we have the entire Crappie set, which is amazing. Rancher boots are still the move for sure, but yeah, I'm excited to see what comes next out of this. I mean, now we're on to grinding for Squash. Hopefully we start seeing Squash or Fermento become better than Rancher boots, but I mean, to be fair, I don't mind that it's not, because you do need to adjust your speed. So yeah, I mean, a lot of things to balance here, but I guess it's time to start farming pumpkins, melons, and cocoa beans, because we have a lot of squash we need. So I just went back to my garden after stopping playing to go ahead and get some food really quick, and I come back and I see this guy. This is a new visitor on the garden, haven't seen this one before. ZachPlaysAN. This is this kid's actual IGN now. I don't know who this was before, but he's just been standing here. He's wearing like a Santa skin of me, and He's just serving my garden visitors, you know, keeping the line moving. So I expect it, but wow, that's probably one that could, like, he didn't even know if I was gonna get on today. He just planted himself here. Kind of funny. Well, still, I guess. So I've been farming melon and pumpkins for the last little bit, getting my hands on some squash. I'm actually up to 11 of the 80 that I need in total, but I'm assuming similar to Crappie, I'm just gonna have way more of these than I'll ever need. This is my leftover Crappies. Definitely a bunch I will not see myself using in anywhere close to the near future, unless they actually add something I suggested, and they add it where you can put Crappies, squash, and Fermento into the composter. I think it would actually be a really good addition. There's just no use for them right now. I think that would actually be a really cool addition, so hopefully they do go ahead and add something like that, or just another use for them in general. Otherwise, I have nothing to do with them. But what I do want to do is actually go ahead and upgrade my Melon Dicer to the Melon Dicer 2.0. So the difference here is you actually get 2.5 more farming wisdom, your farming XP, which I don't really need, but it's there. And then every melon you break, you make a wish to RNGesus, which may grant you with 4 tons of extra melons. Same as the Melon Dicer 1.0, just better. What that means, I have no idea. I hope it's either more drops or more common or something in that window. I genuinely don't know yet, but I do want to go ahead and actually upgrade mine, because I'm going to be farming a lot of melons, and I think it's only fair if I go ahead and upgrade it. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Let's go into the crafting table. Melon Dicer 1.0, I guess you can say, or the original Melon Dicer. Go and put this here. We don't want to craft a melon armor by accident. We're going to take a stack of enchanted melon blocks, just like so. We're going to go ahead and craft ourselves the Melon Dicer 2. No, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Rest in peace. 61,000 carpentry XP. Don't mind if I do. The next year, okay, it actually goes up a rarity. Okay. Almost identical to the Melon Dicer 2.0, but it has 3.0 in the name. It does go up a rarity. That's actually pretty big, as it makes the Reforge, or so it's more farming fortune, actually. It's actually really interesting. So that might be something to consider here really soon, not gonna lie. I didn't know that it actually upped the rarity on the tier above, so that's pretty cool. We also have our pumpkin dicer here, which needs 16 polished pumpkins. Do I have anywhere close to that? I have been farming a decent amount of pumpkin, but I just don't think I do. Let's go ahead and see, though. No, nowhere close. Pretty sure I took everything out of the sack as well. Let me just double check. I did. Okay, so we definitely have some work to go there. I've definitely been farming more melons than pumpkins, but we need a ton of these for squash armor. I mean, I need 8 for the helmet, so I guess I have enough for the helmet. I have enough for a chestplate craft, the legging craft, and I'm 4 off if I wanted to craft the boots first. Okay, interesting. So I almost have enough for a piece here. I'm completely out of melon now, so I have some more farming to do there, but I want to get all the squash before I start crafting something that I think is definitely the move. So yeah, I'm going to get back to farming, though. But yeah, Melon Dicer 2.0, that's pretty cool. Definitely going to go for 3.0 here really soon, because upping the rarity is actually massive. I think it is safe to say that vertical farms were definitely the meta when the garden came out, and even though with this change I am finding a way to somewhat enjoy it, however, I'm rocking these presets. These things are getting pretty old. They honestly are really bad. I'm gonna be completely transparent. These presets are genuinely terrible, specifically for melon and pumpkin. I would find being the worst. Without slabs on the stems, I mean, look, I have a whole row of pumpkin along the outside edges just because, you know, like, blocks off. Like, look at this row. You're telling me this is like optimum farming? Like, it's just not. So what I want to do is I want to visit some of the top farmers and kind of see what they've figured out as the new meta. Right off the bat, they were also sad about the vertical farm changes, but they're grinders at heart, which means they aren't going to sit like this forever. So the person who honestly started my garden journey properly, Melon King DE, with the design of the vertical farm that we all rocked, saying we should all go revolt. He's been busy. He has been very, very busy on his island, I'm going to be honest, or on his garden, working on new farm designs. And I thought we would go ahead and take a look at them, kind of get some ideas, and I'm kind of going to wait a little bit until some of the other late game players decide cumulatively like what the best farm design is, most compact, like what's going to work, stuff like that. But as you can see, he's basically designed 3-layer high farms, because this is the build height right here. This is as high as you can go from bedrock. I just find it crazy though that they want the garden to look good, right? But then they give us enough room to make 3 layers, and not only that, they basically encourage you to dig all the way down to bedrock. Otherwise, the build height is like 5 if you don't dig all the way down to bedrock. Kind of crazy in my opinion. Like, look at this. If you don't dig down to bedrock, there's 4 blocks of dirt and then this cobblestone edge, right? That is like 5 of the 10 blocks of the build height taken up, which is honestly insane. He also has a way more compact wheat farm. How this works, not really sure. I mean, I guess you just drop down like this. But what he's doing that I find really interesting, that I kind of wanted to point out in today's video, he's using iron trap doors on the layers, okay? These take up way less space. Not sure how like the player box works basically with these, because it's like on the bottom of a block, as you can see, like literally like 1/8 of a block down. And then same thing for where this trapdoor is. It's 1/8 of a block down there, 1/8 of a block down here. It's really interesting actually, and somehow the player fits in it. I was finding it difficult though to fly into some of his other farms. But as you can see, this is much more compact. There is not really room to get up and go around, but obviously when it comes to just the amount of space we have, this is kind of the stuff you're gonna have to be doing. He was somehow able to fit 5 layers into this like tiny little thing. How, I genuinely have no idea, and he has like 2 rows on it of both sides. So this is actually really interesting, the design for these. Definitely something to consider. He's also rocking 6 rows of 3 rows of pumpkin, and then he also has some sugarcane, some cocoa. He has like a bunch of stuff going on. The meta is definitely changing quick. These farmers do not sleep apparently. They've been busy away, and then he's got cactus running again. And then what I wanted to show you guys is this mushroom, okay? Something that kind of went under my radar in the patch notes for this entire update is basically that they changed the amount of mushrooms that can be near each other for the time being. I think that's what they're doing to try and combat like the growth rate, because the growth rate's really weird with mushrooms. The physical mushroom doesn't actually grow, it spreads, which kind of brings up some complications I can imagine for this. So they made it so you can basically just have a ton of mushrooms near each other instead of just these weird looking lines with like I don't know, just like a row of mushrooms and then like 2 or 3 blocks in between. So this is really, really interesting. I mean, this looks kind of crazy. As you can see, he has red mushrooms up here. He has his brown mushrooms in a layer down below, warped to 12. Sure, I don't know where that just took me, but massive amounts of mushrooms. So I'm definitely going to be keeping my eyes on what some of the late game farmers are up to and what some of the later game players end up building and finalizing as like an efficient enough design that everyone's happy with. And I'll be doing my best to make tutorials on either how to build it or kind of getting that set up or pointing you guys in the right direction of some options. But if you want to get some options, definitely visit Melon King DE. Yeah, I know a lot of these are still being refined. I mean, literally from when I visited last night, a lot of these farms have changed a ton. So I'm kind of waiting for everything to kind of get finalized and it's like efficient and it works and the admins don't ruin it or something. So yeah, kind of just waiting for something like that. But really interesting farm designs he's doing here. So definitely something to look out for. Unfortunately, that is actually going to do it for today's video. I wish I had a little bit more time today. And also, I think I should let you guys know now, for any of you who don't know, I won't be able to upload tomorrow. So no video tomorrow. Just let people know if they're asking around in my Discord or anything where the videos are. No video tomorrow, unfortunately. I am traveling all day, the day you guys are seeing this. So I won't be able to record a video for tomorrow, naturally. And yeah, I have a long day of travel. I have to drive for like 13 hours. So yeah, basically gonna finish this outro, pack up, and leave. So pretty exciting stuff. Going back home for a week should be nice. But yeah, I'm really excited because we actually have Mayor Diana coming really soon. What is that? I don't know. I don't want to know. Just let it exist, I guess. But that's going to be it for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. I'm excited to see what the new garden metas are going to be. Gonna have to wait and see what kind of comes of that. If you guys did enjoy today's video, though, don't forget to go and leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. Working towards getting our squash for the armor set, all that fun stuff. But yeah, make sure you use code Zach when checking out on the Hypixel store. Don't forget to join my Discord so you can stay up to date on everything going on in my community. Without further ado, I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Take care and peace out.